Good morning, it's Jamie, your transgender twin flame. I'm just getting up. I had to walk home last night. I didn't get over here till about 1. I woke up at 4 or so, but I wanted coffee, but truth is, when I get out here too late to go to my storage, I can't carry all those things with me. So I didn't even have any coffee. I only have 50 cents, and that doesn't buy coffee around here. Anyway, this is where I stay, in the woods. I woke up thinking about what happened yesterday. I'm pretty damn unhappy to say that those people were involved in my life, but of course, these are things that I have to see to process for the collective. Anyway, I'm going to get to my storage. My bicycle's not here, but I have instant coffee and stuff like that. Now, I have noticed this morning a big change in the atmosphere around here. I noticed also that I can see between the leaves quite easily, and I take that as a signal of fall coming in. Even though it looks all green here, the vibe of the forest has changed. You can see the sun's coming up. It's shining a little bit over the horizon here, just in time for me to get up and see it. I'm going to walk out this way today. I go different ways. Anyway, see, I didn't get my makeup off last night. Aren't I beautiful? I am beautiful now, aren't I? I just wanted to talk a little bit about... Today I'm going to talk and make a number of films about narcissistic abuse. Here's just what I'm talking about. See, this stuff's dying. Looking different, changing colors. That's all poison ivy, by the way. I walk through it every day. Doesn't affect me. That's what being in alignment and, now if I rub it up and shit, it'll get on me. But you see, these plants are on my side. When one walks with God and walks with Mother Gaia, she helps us. She doesn't hurt us. These people, narcissism, the idea that money can somehow help people when human resources is the actual resource that we should be developing. All poison ivy, by the way. So I'm going to be making videos directly about narcissistic abuse, of which I am very familiar. Now these things with that happened yesterday, with the harassment and threatening behaviors, I was even shunned by the guy they call James, who works for Pride, or with Pride. He walked by me and I was getting ready to say hello, and his head goes like this. Well, we'll start with the first narcissistic behavior. Shunning is the most dangerous abusive behavior that there is. And if you think them people aren't controlling, then think about this. They think they can get at me by shunning me. Of course, I give a shit less, honestly. I was never involved enough in that community for their shunning to have any effect on me. But there are people in this community who could literally die because of that type of behavior. Shunning is considered the most dangerous form of emotional abuse because it does actually cause death. And if you think that you are not an emotional feeling being, think about if everyone you knew shunned you and turned their back on you. Well, the reality is, I walk with God, and I am shunned by everyone. And there's a reason for that. It's called Shining the Light Illuminates the Darkness. And when you're dark, you don't like to see that light coming that's going to illuminate all these faults, I'll call them, that you have within yourself. Our faults are our own judgments of ourselves that we externalize onto others, involving low self-esteem and involving controlling behaviors, involving being able to justify preying on the poor when you have everything you could ever want in life. And I'm just seeing so many different things. It's almost as if it's a different forest I'm walking in here. Anyway, I'm going to get back to you guys, make some nice films today. I hope this will help someone, because I really do know about narcissistic abuse, and I was actually going to go to Tom and explain all this stuff to him, but because he shared some things with me, and normally I keep people's information private, but the truth is he's gone around and gossiped about me, and I've heard back my private information that I shared only with him from an abusive person that he knows. Actually, from 2 abusive people used it to try and get under my skin. Yes, I'm still working through things. Yes, I can still be triggered, but I understand what to do. I go within. Now see, these people, they get triggered and they attack. And a narcissist is dangerous because the ego doesn't want to die, and it sees your attack just like a person with PTSD as a deadly type of attack. That's why someone who seems nice, and I emphasize the word seems, can attack someone. And anyway, there's some cars up here, and this is the morning. See the beautiful sunrise. Anyway, I'm going to get a little wet going through here. But hope you guys know that I am not interested in controlling. I'm not interested in helping people. I'm here on God's mission to shine the light, to illuminate the darkness, and to help those people, even those narcissists who attack me, to find themselves, process these, find the flaws within themselves that they use to control and manipulate and harm others, and be able to transmute them and process them the way I have so many things. As a victim of child abuse before I was born, my codependent behaviors got me attacked and nearly murdered on February 7th. The police came, put me in jail. That person was left at my house. He stole everything I made since 2006. He poured bleach on my dog. And basically because he couldn't complete a business deal that he made with me for around $7,000 or $8,000 to buy my grow, which in my inventory I had $31,000 worth of stuff. I had been working there for 4 years, but I didn't even realize I had put that much into it. But anyway, I'm getting close to my storage now, and I think I'll end this. But I get to these people that put their stock in money, they don't have anything inside. That's why. And these people that run to the bar every night and think that it's cool to sell people liquor, they don't have anything inside. In fact, I think Tom's an alcoholic because my guide keeps telling me he's an alcoholic. So I'm guessing he's an alcoholic. He is also a convicted felon like myself. See, I don't have any judgment of these people, man. Used to be I would be angry, think they deserve, to get shit on, which they probably will. It's their fucking karma. I mean, they created it, right? It's kind of funny. But, I had to pay my karma off. And it was not funny. Not to me, anyway. Anyway, this is how I wake up in the morning. Now, I was a little angry, but I got a smile on my face now, and that's how I like to stay. And I also want to say that people who make excuses for narcissists, there's only one reason. You're making excuses for your own abusive behaviors. I had to learn my own abusive behaviors before I could be able to see them in other places. Now, that's called red flags. And people who do not see red flags are hiding from themselves. If you want to know if you're a narcissist or not, just look around you. What do you see around you? If you see a bunch of crummy ass bullshit artists controlling each other, that means you're probably a narcissist also. And the thing is, people are controlled by others, and when you're controlling someone else, there's always three people behind you controlling you. And this is the idea of the dark programming, that we just fuck each other every turn, and life never gets better. Well, thank God the 144,000 is here on Earth now. And thank our God and Creator that this is not going to continue here, that this is all changing. And I'm thankful for this opportunity to shine the light. I want to give a shout out to my friend Amber at the ARE. That's the Area Recovery. I don't know, they work through Lifeways, but she is just an awesome person. She takes a lot of shit and does a lot of good for a lot of people. And just like I do, by the way. I want to bless you all this morning and tell you that I love you. And I'll be back on today. I'm going to really discuss narcissism and narcissistic behaviors in detail so that people can get an idea where I'm coming from and get an idea where the people around you are coming from. Because the reality is, if you're from Jackson, you are more than likely suffering from some form of narcissism and are being controlled by narcissists, because narcissists control this town. And if you're part of the community, like in the community, that means you're probably in a controlling situation yourself, or controlling others. Now, you see what I see when I look around me? I see flowers. I see sunlight. I see clouds and beauty. I don't have a bunch of narcissists around me. In fact, I don't have anyone around me. But I do see the army of angels here. I see my God. I see my ancestors. And I touch the face of God with my right hand. Jesus is here. Buddha is here. Well, they're just going to go. I'm going to have to go on. I am going to mention our star brothers and sisters. And last night I thought about this, and I thought, because someone was messaging me from the party, and I thought, if you want to see who you are, look around you. Because you vibrate at the level of that you seek out. And you can see that I'm at a far different level than the average, what I would call a human. In fact, I don't consider myself human anymore. And I do not consider myself above humans. I consider myself an advanced soul who's extremely experienced and a teacher of others and a lover of God's creation. Last night when I thought about this person who was messaging me, and I thought, look who's around you. A bunch of drunks, a bunch of people reveling in the types of behavior that make you forget who you are. Building their self-esteem off the fact that they're in a crowded room with lots of people, where I spent a lot of my time when I was a drunk, and I was the loneliest person you could ever fucking imagine to meet. When I was in a room full of people like that, I never felt anything, and there's a reason. Because they're not real people. Real people manifest empathy and unconditional love. So most of our planet is not living at any potential that they could reach due to the fact that they're unable to manifest unconditional love. For whatever reason, I don't judge them. I was unawakened many lifetimes, in fact. But I thought, when I looked around me last night, I thought, I see angels, and I see the stars, because I was out in a parking lot. Even the cool and the heat don't even bother me much anymore. And I'm going to go get some instant espresso or my coffee. Yeah, I'm going to have a little Sanka this morning. I did get food stamps, so I do have food, but it's locked away over here. And anyway, I'll talk to you later. I love you.